In the living room, a group of 7 boys, known as notorious gangsters, were sitting, talking about their latest deals. They were in a relaxed mood, otherwise of their hardened exterior, which was unusual. It was because they were in their mansion, their own home, where they lived with their mother and younger sister. As we were talking about their family, the door of the mansion opened, signaling the arrival of someone. It was their younger sister, Vaughn, who is barely 15 years old, but when you see her talking, you will say she is 25, instead saying 15. She dropped her backpack on the floor with a loud thud and went to sit with her favorite brother, Jungkook. She put an arm around his shoulders, pulling him closer. Ryan, partner, what's the scene today? Their club is open 24/7. I took all of his information and we are safe to go. Jungkook cleared his throat and whispered in her ear. Jungkook, can't you shut your mouth for a while? Didn't I tell you not to talk about it when we are sitting with family? One in a louder voice. Chillax, bro. Their mother was also sitting with them, but in the hurricane, one forgot to notice. Hannah, where are your etiquettes, Wine? You didn't even say hello to your other brothers and directly went to sit with Jungkook. Get up and greet everyone. It's not like Hannah is very strict with Wine and others. No, she loves everyone equally, but Wine a little more because she is the youngest and only daughter of her. As Wine is a mischievous little one, so Hannah makes sure to keep Wine in place so that she doesn't become a brat. One loves her brothers very much, but as she is a little naughty, so sometimes she forgets to greet them. After all, it was her mother's order, so Wyan got up and stood right in the center of her brothers. Wyan bowing respectfully. Good afternoon, Opash. Jungkook got up and forced her to bend down more. Hannah, Jungkook, please don't do that, she chuckled. One standing up. Okay, it's done. Can I go to my room now? Jane, the eldest of them, but also a little bit strict over Vine, was watching every antic of her. Jane, come here. Vine looked at her mother, then back at Jane. She was a little hesitant at first, but then encouraged herself up and sat beside him. Jane patting her back. Why don't you sit with us? Are you scared of us? Vine looking up at him. No, Pa, I'm not scared of you all, but a little bit. You all are scary like you all will eat me. They all stiffened a laugh. Jimin, is Cookie not scary? Who you're always with, like a glue? Well, no, he doesn't scare me with his looks. Even he drops me at school, and you all never. He'd spend time with me, as you all are being busy, brats. Her voice became a whisper, while their eyes widened, hearing the word brat. Not for anyone else, but for her brothers. Jin remained calm, but others could not, especially her mother. Hannah, Juan, where did you hear that word? I did not teach you any of these words. Juan looked at Jungkook, hoping for some help, but he looked away because he strictly told her not to use any of these slangs at home. He was the only one who got to hear bad words from her mouth, but now the whole family got to know. Taehyung pulled her on his lap and pinched her ear teasingly to lighten the environment. Taehyung, my bun accidentally used the word. She didn't mean like that. Am I right, bun? Bun nodding. Yes, Sopa. I heard that word at school. I didn't want to say, but my tongue slipped. Her eyes filled with tears, sensing she had made a terrible mistake. Straightening off her tears from spilling down, brother stood up and pulled her into a gentle hug, one by one. Boyan, you are mad at me, right? Hobby, how could we stay mad at our little bun? Definitely not. One but Sugar Papa is angry at me. He didn't hug me, Namjoon whispering in her ear. Bun, go give him a big Thai hug. We see how he won't forgive our Bun. She nodded and went towards Suga, who was not even looking at her. She threw herself in his lap, burying her face in his chest. Why, Suga, Oppa, forgive me. I promise I won't use any of the bad words at home. Suga, not at home? Raised his eyebrow. When means not even outside, never ever, anywhere. Sugar, good. If I hear something like this again, you won't get to see my soft side, understand? Anna, let it go, Sugar. She's just a child who still needs her brother's protection. Sugar, okay, look at me, Bun. Strictly. Voyan, yes, Sopa. Sugar, Ash. These big brown eyes of yours always make me not scold you. I just forgot what I have to say. One giving him a teachy smile because Opa loves his bunny. Anna, that's right, because we all love you very much. Okay, go freshen up, then I will give you lunch. One, okay, Mama. She gave Sugar a big sloppy kiss on the cheek before running to her room. Hannah, get back here, Voyan. She turned back with a miserable face. What's now, Mama? Hannah, pick your school bag, which you threw mercilessly on the floor. One, fine. She picked up the bag and again hurried to her room. Jimin laughing. We can't believe that little thing is our sister. This time, she gently placed the backpack in its place, took a shower, and changed into comfy clothes. A white t-shirt and black sweatpants were her comfy clothes. You won't see her in dress instead of her favorite clothing style. Despite having a mother who wears designer clothes, she adopted the habits of her brothers. More of them, the playful nature of Jungkook. She even destroyed Hobie's fashion sense. She likes stealing his clothes. Back to the story. As she stepped out of the bathroom, her mother was already sitting on the edge of bed, holding a tray of lunch for her. She went near her mother with a frown on her face, took the tray from her mother's hands, and placed it on the bedside table. Now she lay down in bed, putting her head in her mother's lap. Anna, baby, your hair is all wet. She took the towel and started drying her hair. Boy and Mama? Anna, yes, one. Why doesn't Dada live with us? Anna's heart dropped a beat, hearing her daughter asking for her father for the first time. Before this, Warren had never ever asked about her father. What happened this time? So she's asking about him after so many years. Hannah, why are you asking? Did something happen at school? Did someone say something to you? Well, no, nothing happened at school. I just thought about it. Others have Mama and Dada both, but I have only Mama. Hannah, you have brothers too, who love you like Dada. Boyan, yes, but it's still not the same without having Dada. If I had him, he would have taken me to the park every day, gives me morning cuddles, and Hannah, I know your brothers are always busy, but they make time for you. They give you cuddles too. One, but I'm happy. I don't need Dada. I have Mama and Opas. Hannah knew Boyan was lying. She must have missed her father in weddings, watching kids with their fathers, in parents' meeting, class fellows with their fathers. One was terribly missing her father, yet she knew her mother had always prioritized her children over everything since their father left them. One only knows about her father what her family has told her, that their father is on a mission somewhere from where he can come for now. She had only seen her father in a picture that was already abandoned by her mother a year ago. Now she only remembers her father's face in her heart. They make sure to give one all love and protection so that she can ask more weird questions about her father's existence. Jungkook entered the room and saw her mother, all sad with weary eyes. Jungkook, what happened here? Hana, nothing. I came here to feed her, but she was in no mood to eat. Jungkook, that's it. I will feed her, don't worry. Jungkook softly patted her cheeks, then gently lifted her, making her stand in front of him. Jungkook, you can sleep like this, little one. Let's go to my gaming room. You have a number of levels to finish. You are being a lazy puppy. Whining, I don't want to go. Hana, let her rest, Jungkook. She is tired. Jungkook, I won't let her go now. Not this time. Hana, Jungkook, what I'm saying to you, put her back in bed. Jungkook noticed he was crossing his limits, so he put Wine back in bed and covered her with a duvet. He placed a gentle kiss on her forehead, cupping her face. Jungkook, don't forget about our club deal, little one. Sleep tight. I will be here when you need me. Wine snuggling into duvet. Okay, Oppa, see you in our gaming room at night. Hana, no club, no games tonight. After napping, you have a study session with Suga. Understand? Now go back to sleep. Ryan, but I don't have any homework to do. Hana, Suga will check your diary and decide. Without hearing any other word, they both left her sleeping in her room. Time skipped to evening. Ryan woke up from her afternoon nap and headed outside her room. She went straight to the kitchen. She was still groggy from her sleep. Staff member, good evening, Miss Ryan. Bun, how many times have I asked you not to call me Miss? You can call me Bun like everyone else, or can simply call me Ryan. Is it okay? Staff member, okay, little Bun. One, give me a glass of juice. He gave her a glass of orange juice, but she demanded cranberry juice. Staff member, Bun, it's good for your health. Cranberry juice has an extensive sugar rush. One, I don't care. Please give me my favorite juice. He sighed and poured her favorite juice in a special glass which was just meant for her. She took her juice and left the kitchen. Ryan shouting, Mama, Mama, Opa. The staff member came outside. Staff member, they are not at home, little one. One and Jungkook Opa. Staff member, he is in his gaming room. One, okay, you will inform me when Mama and Opa came back. While sipping cranberry juice, she made her way towards upstairs to Jungkook's gaming room. The gaming room was a heaven for a gamer. Its walls were plastered with posters of various game characters. Jungkook sat on the floor, a soft cushion supporting him. He was completely absorbed in his game, fingers flying over the keyboard. His brow furrowed in concentration, a headset resting on his head, blocking out the world. As the door opened, she entered with a mischievous glint in her eyes and moved straight towards a small, padded bed placed beside the desk, designed for Jungkook to rest his back. She leaned against the headrest, placing her chin on his shoulder, whined softly. What's the game, Cookie? I'm curious. Jungkook removing his headset. No, call me Cookie. I'm your oppa. One, that's the same, Cookie. Now tell me what this game is. Jungkook again, Cookie. You know what? Mom has strictly prohibited me to be called Cookie by you, little one. One, I don't care. I will call you Cookie. You're my partner, and partners don't call each other by formal names. Jungkook, momentarily distracted by her presence, turned his head slightly, meeting her gaze. He smiled, a hint of amusement in his eyes. Jungkook, it's a new one, a fantasy RPG. You wouldn't understand it. It's too complicated for your tiny brain. One messing with his hair. Hey, my brain is not tiny, and I bet I could learn it faster than you. Jungkook threw his head back, laughing. Jungkook, oh, you think so? Do you? Prove it. One smirking, challenge accepted. Jungkook turned back to the game, a mischievous smile playing on his lips. He leaned close to one, his voice a mere whisper. Jungkook chuckling, alright fine, but if you lose, you have to do my chores for a whole week. Well, you are on, but if I win, you have to cook me dinner for a month. Jungkook's smile widened. He loved the challenge, and even more, he loved spending time with his sister. Jungkook raising an eyebrow. Deal. Let's see what you're made of. Hours passed away as they got caught up in the game. One proved to be a quick learner, her mind grasping the complexities of the game with ease. When, wait, so we need to find this hidden key to unlock the next level. Ooh, challenge accepted. So the game started and reached its final moments, where Wayne had already won the game. One jumping up and down. We did it! We won! Jungkook threw his arms around her, laughing. Jungkook, you're amazing, Ben. I'm impressed. When I told you I'm a pro gamer and now you owe me a month's worth of dinners. Jungkook playfully shaking his head. You're impossible. But hey, I'm happy to cook for you. You deserve it after the epic victory. One deal. But what about the club we were going to? Jungkook, not tonight, Ben. It's really hard to go. But maybe tomorrow. We can sneak out of the house tomorrow, as you have already spilled so many secrets. One, alright, Cookie. Oops, Oppa. My mouse will be shit from now on, jumping off the bed. Now, let's do it. I will go get some chips and dip, and maybe some extra cranberry juice. She gave him a playful wink before heading out of the room. Jungkook shaking his head. That girl, she's something else. Morning came up, but Hana and Opus had not come back yet. Jungkook prepared Voyan for school and dropped her, as he had been doing for many years. Voyan met up with her friends before class. On the way to class, a boy from her class approached her and blocked her path. Liam, Voyan, there is a man who is asking for you. Voyan confused. For me? Why? Where is he? Liam pointed at a man who was standing far away in the parking lot, leaning against his car. Why is he asking for you? Did you do something with any of his things, Bunny? I bet he will be here for your complaint. Warren, shut up. I don't know this man, Liam. What did he say about me? Why does he wanna meet me? Liam, I don't know. He just showed me your picture and started asking about you. He wants to meet you, he said. Well, okay, so you all go to class? I'll be right back after dealing with him. Flo, Bunny, watch out. He may be dangerous. One, oh, come on. He doesn't know my brothers yet. Don't worry, I will handle it. Damn. Even then, just give us a call. We will be there. Warren nodded and turned towards the man who was asking for her. As she was walking towards him, she was thinking who he is. Today is the first time someone has come to school and asked about her. She was not hesitant to reach him and inquire about him. As she went to the parking area, she could see the man more closely. He was a middle-aged man, yet had handsome features like her brother's. Leaning against his car, looking at her with a small smile on his face, Wang looked at him from top to bottom to make sense of him asking about her. Wang, who are you, mister? Why were you asking about me? He removed his black glasses to get a clear view of her. One, where are you staring at, mister? I've not seen a girl before. Nah, I've seen many, but never seen like you before. A cute and beautiful bunny. One, scoffing. My dressing, my rules. Who do you think you are to ask this, mister? First stop calling me mister. I have a name, Kim, and I'm your dad. One laughing, great. Just what I needed, dad. Who gave you the right to call yourself my dad? Kim, oh, Bunny, I'm your dad. You can't deny the reality. One, why can't I? Do you have any proof? Kim, yes, of course. Your big brown eyes, they're just like mine. Your little nose is like mine. And one, enough. My mama never ever told me if I look like my dada. You can't be. His picture is in my mind. You are definitely not him. Kim, was he more handsome than me? Leaning close, one looking at him with critical eyes. Yeah, he was more handsome than you. Kim, baby bunny, it's because I'm aging and have some scars on my face. One, don't call me baby, okay? I'm not a little child. Kim, yeah, you're old enough to go to clubs with Jungkook. You're old enough to get into fights using bad words, which your mama Hana and Oppas don't like at all. One, eyes widening. How do you know my mama's name is Hana? How do you know this much about me? Kim, Bunny, I have spent years with your mother, and being a father, I know everything about my kids. One, I still don't believe in you. Kim, why? Can't you have a DNA test? One, I still won't believe you. Kim, sign. You are stubborn as your mother. Okay, do you remember what your dad looked like? One, yeah, I remember him in my mind. Kim, okay, then look at this. He pulled out his phone and showed her a picture of someone. Now look at me. One looked up at him, then back at the picture he was showing her. Kim, softly, do you notice any similarity? It's the same picture which you saw of mine. Look, the same eyes, the same smile, the same scar on my cheek. And for better clarification, you will get to see the scar on Hobie's back. He got that when he was young. Only Hobie and I know about this. So whenever you see him changing clothes, you can see a faint scar on his back, which your mother doesn't even know. So done with proof? Or one more? Ryan, oh, I will definitely check and then I will decide. But still, it's hard to believe you could be my dada. Kim knelt down and took her hands. She didn't flinch. Instead, she allowed him. Him kneeling down. Why, Bunny? Don't you love your dada anymore? One, I still love dada. My mama and oppas have told me that my dada has gone on a mission and they don't know when he will be back. Kim, Bunny, I'm back. Dada is back. One, then why don't you come home with me and tell mama and oppa? Kim, not now, Bunny. We will, but not for now, okay? One, okay. Is this your car? Kim, not just mine, yours too. Why, really? Do you know Jungkook Oppa has all sorts of cars? He loves them very much. Is this your man? He looks very scary, like he will eat me alive. Kim, just love. He works for me, but he won't eat you. Bunny, how is your mama and brothers? One pouting. Mama is all good, but she suddenly becomes sad whenever I ask about you. Oppas are all the time busy being mafia prince. Kim, promise me, Bunny, you won't tell anyone about me that I'm your dada, okay? Not even Mama, Oppas, and friends. Ryan, but why? I want everyone to know my dada is back. Kim, you will, Bunny, but not now. Promise? Ryan, okay, promise. Kim, how about we have lunch together? Ryan, I have a class. Kim, don't worry, I will talk to your principal. He will handle everything. Ryan, really? Kim, yeah, really. Now let's go. Who was this man actually? Was he really her father? Where was him all these years? Why did he leave them alone? Why did he forbid Ryan to tell them about him?